Even a pandemic won't stop the Oscars from honoring some of the best films of the year. And believe it or not, Hollywood was still able to release some award-worthy movies during 2020. Now it's time once again for me to discuss and predict the winners of some of the biggest awards of the night, beginning with my favorite category, Best Original Screenplay. Last year, Parasite swept with 4 wins, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Original Screenplay. This year, there's only one film that's comparatively unique. The nominees are Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, The Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. If Promising Young Woman doesn't win this award, I will be shocked and livid. It is not only the most original nominee, but Emerald Fennell wrote an intense and comical, provocative revenge thriller that keeps you guessing till the very end.
It's a day of reckoning for everyone.
The biggest shoo-ins this year are Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor. Go ahead and mark your ballots with Daniel Kaluuya for Best Supporting in Judas and the Black Messiah, and the late great Chadwick Boseman for Best Actor in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Both gave unbelievable performances and already earned Golden Globes and Critics' Choice Awards. They are also my personal pick in both categories. Both actress categories are not quite as predictable. The nominees for Supporting Actress are Maria Bakalova for Borat 2, Olivia Colman for The Father, Amanda Seyfried for Mank, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, and Ye Jung-yoon for Minari. Things look bright for Bakalova after winning at the Critics' Choice Awards. I have wanted her to win ever since I watched her brave and hilarious performance in the Borat sequel. But Yoon has recently collected some gold from other award shows, and that might just be the momentum she needs to score the final touchdown at the biggest award show of the season. Both are deserving, but my money's on Yoon. Now I'm truly stumped with this year's Best Actress category. But here are the nominees. Viola Davis for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Andra Day for The U.S. vs. Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. Aside from Kirby, each of the other 4 actresses have won at an award show this season. All 5 nominees are fantastic, but I think this is really going to be between Davis, Day, and Mulligan. I honestly can't say who's going to win this award, but I can say who I'd like to.
How old am I?
Carey Mulligan is at her best in Promising Young Woman. She shows such complex emotions and varies from cold-hearted to heartbreaking. It's a performance that stayed with me all year.
What's my name?
And finally, the biggest award of the night. Here are the 8 films nominated for Best Picture: The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. Well, if you've been keeping up with the award season, you'd know Nomadland, the story of a woman who has lost everything and has decided to travel in her van as a modern-day nomad, is almost a lock for the win. But if you also know the Oscars, then you know this category can always surprise us. Personally, I would love for Promising Young Woman to shock us all with that win, or I would be happy to see Minari take the golden statue after telling a beautiful story about a Korean family starting a life in America during the 80s. I've got my fingers crossed, but I'm not holding my breath. The safe choice on your ballot would be Nomadland. But the history of Hollywood's biggest night has taught us that anything can happen at the Oscars. So be sure to find out how my thoughts and predictions compare to the actual winners when the Academy Awards air on Sunday, April 25th on ABC. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.